I was really sleepy, so I fell asleep. I've been up since 5 a.m. I had to work at a school today. I made a Pinterest board for Foyle's War, and I don't even really use Pinterest all that much. There's a cat at the door. This cat? Oh, that is so much better. I am now awake and I've eaten food. Sorry about that intro. I don't think I properly even opened that video. Let's say hi, Callie and Adria, or anything like that. No, I just started talking. I don't even know. I'm in that weird period of my life where I work a lot, and so I'm just feel like I'm really busy, and then and then I'm tired, but then at the same time I feel like I haven't done anything of value. I think I also in the beginning mentioned Foyle's War. I know I mentioned Foyle's War last time as well, and I've been watching it a lot more since then. It's been pretty great. It's been really interesting because it's like a look at World War II and people's lives. I think we're going into the Cold War soon though, so that should be a whole different brand of interesting. But I know it is really great, and the show tends to go into minor characters' lives a lot more than really any other show that I've seen. Like, one of my favorites, I think, is probably when Emily Blunt guest starred in an episode called War Games, where she played a beekeeper who had a thief as a brother, and he was asked by somebody else to steal something that had to do with Nazi sympathizers in England and trying to prove that they were bad people and take on a corporation, and it was a lot of stuff because it's a lot of the war and people's lives and the way that their lives are affected by the war. And it's an interesting concept because we have never lived in wartime. I mean, I can't really quite remember what it was like when we weren't fighting a war because I think, what was I, 10 when Bush declared this, war that I don't even know when it's begun and end at this point or how all of it's working. But that doesn't, it's like this weird disconnect that we have where this war is going on and we're just living our lives separate from it. And it's weird seeing this show and when they were in wartime and the way that it became just a part of everything and a part of their lives. I think one reaction that I have to the show that I really like is at least 2 times in the series so far, somebody has said to a conscientious objector, if everyone was like you, Hitler would have been here right now. And I automatically react saying, if literally everyone was like that guy, there wouldn't even be a war. We can see where I fall in matters of war right there. As I mention every time, I'm of course still writing. There's still post-it notes up there. I mean, they're actually index cards taped. I don't own post-it notes. I think I own post-it notes now that I think about it. But those are index cards and they're taped up there. And those are different ones from what you've seen before, I think. I just keep pulling them down and then taping them up. And yeah, I'm about 43,000 words in right now. Last I checked, I think. Still so much further to go. The long, painful journey. It's not really that painful though, is it? I mean, it can be because it's like just trying to pry things out of your head. But it's pretty great for the most part. I mentioned the work earlier and it's sort of not really, feeling like it's worth it. I'm trying to save up. That's my big thing. I'm trying to save up a lot of money. I want to visit California and I want to visit Washington. I want to visit London. I think I said that in my last video. So I'm trying to save up as much money as I can because I just feel really stuck. So I'm doing pretty well saving up money, but the work is difficult. And I think it sort of goes back to even, I was just talking about Foyle's War and I love watching that show and I love watching these people do police work or Sam being this driver and sort of having to do with the war effort and having to do with this police work and I love seeing people's jobs. I love watching shows with people doing their jobs. What's another one? I mean, I love Elementary and watching, Holmes and Watson and solving crimes and not that I love just people that solve crimes, by the way. That's just the only shows coming to mind right now. But I'm always reminded well, not always, probably not as much as I should be. I'm often reminded of Keats, of course, saying that the poet is the least poetical creature, and I think sometimes I just remember how true that is, because I love the idea of all these different jobs and what they do, and You know, and just the idea of waking up in the morning and going to a job that you love and then going home and that being enough. And I think it's amazing. And I know, though, that I can't do that and I can't be that thing. I can't be that person. I love writing, but I know in my heart that I can never be any of the people that I write about because that's not me. I we're the unpoetical creatures. You know, we're the people that are just, I don't know, it's like it's kind of, it gets really dramatic, I think, which is sort of almost to, you know, contradict that statement, I think, because I don't know. I mean, I know that I can be dramatic, and let's just be honest here. Keats can be dramatic. He literally referred to hazelnuts as archangelic acorns, and on his grave, instead of his name, it says, "Here lies one whose name was written water." Like, that's really dramatic. So, we can be dramatic, but it's like, I know that at the same time, I can't really do anything else. Not that I can't, not that I'm not capable of it, but that there's like something inside me that tells me that I can't do that and be a full person. And it's kind of a bit of a struggle at times, I think. I guess that's just how it goes. I am, right now, in the process of applying to the National Film and Television School, which is just outside of London. I'm at that part. I've been for probably near a week now at that part where I have to talk about myself and I have to talk about like why I want to go there and why I'm a good candidate, and it's just so hard to write about myself. Like I just can't do it. I mean, hopefully by the time you guys watch this video, I will have completed that part and maybe even the whole application, but that is not a promise because I am so bad at that part of applications. I don't even know how I got through the one for UW. I know I did, and I know I got through the last one that I did by saying that I wasn't Victor Frankenstein, which was pretty great because it actually works. I mean, because let's look at Frankenstein for a second. Do I mention Frankenstein every video? It's a possibility. But let's look at Frankenstein. That whole book is, of course, written by Robert Walton to his sister. Oh my god, is her name Harriet? I can't remember. He's writing to his sister, but what he's writing is literally everything that Victor's talking to him, and Victor's on his deathbed, which means that Victor, even in pain and near death, can talk so much about his own life that he can fill up an entire book with it, and I don't think I could ever do that. I just can't. It's so hard. And I don't even get to write about my life. I can't even use the Victor Frankenstein comparison this time because it's literally asking me questions like why I want to go there. Well, I can't make funny comparisons to do that. Maybe I'm not thinking enough outside the box this time. I'm even thinking more crazy. I don't know. But it's hard, and it's hard getting myself going on things like this. That's why I always like set up weirdly, like when I did those reflective essays in romantics class, and I did at least one of them. Oh yeah, I did the one where I was forgetful and I like ran it on that theme, and then I did the other one that I did as a sequel to the first one, and it was really great. And so when I get like weird funny ideas like that, I can just go right for it. Uh but these ones, man, questions, they're so hard. I think I should just make that the title of the video. Questions are hard. Anyway, last week it was really, really great seeing everybody in your video, Callie. It made me so happy to see all these faces of people that I miss. And next week, Adria, we should see you. Bye. That is on the power cord. Can I have that back? Let me give that back.